Checking in second. We're going to get a betting perspective now on this race and throughout the card, how it's played out. Michael Kennelly, our Director of Marketing here at TVG, joining us on set. Good to see you, Michael.
Hey, Greg.
Steven, sorry. Did I call him Michael?
It's okay, Gregory. No worries.
Terrible.
Right.
Good to have you on set.
Nice to meet you.
I'm flustered. We're going to talk about in-race wagering, though, and how it changes throughout the running of a race. And I guess we could start here with Cavalry Man, and horse who went off at 7-2, and how it kind of changed throughout the running.
Yeah, he actually went off closer to 6-1 on the exchange in the Betfair SP.
Really?
But yeah, it was, there was a group of horses around that price. But also, what was quite interesting, because that pace, it seemed to become quite a meddling race, and he dropped out a bit, and he actually touched it high as 10-1 before he just stormed right past all the others. And what was quite interesting as well, Tenenbaum too, he actually went as short as almost 1-2, just about 3-5 in running, which was quite low. I didn't think he was actually going to break it through myself, but he got that. The players were betting him to do that.
So your winner of the race, at one point you could have locked in on him overseas with Betfair at 10-1.
Well, people saw, as Steve was talking about the pace, dawdling. You're far off of the dawdling pace. You can't possibly win at that point. The odds go up. I mean, what kind of discrepancy? I would think on an evening like this, you're going to see drastic differences in the U.S. odds as to what we see over in the U.K.
Yeah, and probably the Dubai World Cup, the big race this evening will be the one that will really see the difference. Where you're going to have the American horses that are going to be quite well backed on Par Mutuel. While we'll look later on tonight in the card, we'll see the Betfair prices, and I encourage our American audience to see, well, what's the Betfair price, and actually, could I get some value if I'm looking outside the three American horses?
Do we see this quite a bit too with horses? I mean, horses who has a running style that come from way back. Do you see those odds traditionally drop a lot as well, or if bettors know that's their running style?
Generally, most people when they're betting in play will take into account what their style is. So, in the case of like Zenyatta years ago, even though she used to sit very, very far back, and especially in her last race, they kind of expected that. But still, the price would drift. They learn how a horse's style can impact a race. But in that case, Cavalry Man went out to 10-1, but it was kind of a messy race. Earlier in the first race, actually, saw Falling Rain, went out as high as 18-1.
I mean, went up winning at 8-5, by the way.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I like Animal King. 5-1 in the morning line. What are his odds going to be? Betfair.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a couple of horses as well.